protest for me is a prelude to the meeting of demands made by the masses. And, so protest is supposed to precipitate a crisis.
It's always good. Protests disrupt daily lives as usual. So it's good to start disrupting business as usual for them, because when you start interrupting, and that's part of protest, direct action, when you start taking it to them and putting it in their face where they can't ignore it, then they start kind of listening and say, well, what are they talking about?
The reason why we out here and we doing our thing is because, like, when was the video of Rodney King out there but he getting brutalized by the cops? That's 1992, right? 28 years ago? And people are now starting to talk about this. Now we not lying no more, because everybody got smartphones and everything like that. But the thing about it is, we've been getting brutalized for a long time.
What do we want? What are we trying to achieve? And it's very simple what we're trying to get. We just want the same things that everybody else wants. We want to be able to be in our houses at night and not have to worry about people knocking down our doors because of no-knock warrants. We want to be able to, we go for a jog in the neighborhood, that we don't have to worry about getting attacked and being shot down in the streets like Ahmaud Arbery. And so the end goal of what we're aiming for is to transform the criminal justice system, to transform policing here in Arkansas, and also just the root cause, which is our racial division that we have here.
It's time for us to stand up, and it's time for us to not back down. We're not taking breadcrumbs anymore. No more breadcrumbs. Don't let them sprinkle some on you and say they gave you something. Because even though people listed little demand after here, I told them I got a long list. My community got a long list of things they want to see happening for our people that we ain't got, that I'm still fighting for my ancestors for.
So marching is just one step of this. As someone mentioned, protest is part of it, but voting, running for office, doing a whole lobbying, it's a whole lot. Funding people with actual money, giving your time, going to canvas for somebody, walking out in the sun again, passing out signs and yard signs and things like that. There's a lot more you do than just protest and vote. It extends beyond that. It's beyond that.
There are so many roles in this movement that you could be a part of. You can call your legislators, you can call your city council, you can mail them, you can email them, all that type of stuff, man. You can get out here and protest, you can provide food, supplies, and snacks, you can be a street medic. There are so many roles that you can take upon yourself to be an asset in this movement.
Everyone has a part, so realize that we are all important to keeping the movement going. And power to the people.
I challenge black people to stop being re-surprised and re-angered and re-traumatized every time an injustice happens, against the life of a black person. Don't be re-surprised, don't be re-angered. You need to stay ready. Stay ready to fight against this, man. Stay ready to speak against it all the time, because it's always happening right around us somewhere in the world. Some of them don't go as viral as a George Floyd or a Trayvon Martin, but injustices are happening every single day. So keep this a part of our conversation. Don't wait until it happens again to start speaking against it.
Protest has to precipitate a crisis. Protest has to be undergirded by some specific demands, that we stand on the shoulders of those who protested, who showed us a way to do it, and that we need to lean on that knowledge, and that we do not need to lose sight of what is an awesome opportunity. We can't lose sight of the political moment, because otherwise this is just another piece of history that gets thrown into the dustbin of history. We have an opportunity, and I mean, even if we're moving by inches, I don't say we accept that or we be glad for it, but we have to do something that affects change for our own children. The only future that we can possibly have is embodied in our children. So I think that ought to motivate us enough.